Hi everybody, it's Tanya Alekseeva here again, your wellness coach. And I made this video especially for you if you want to learn you want to learn how to immunize yourself. If you want to learn why your weight is not budging, even though you might be doing loads of exercise. If you want to find out whether you're mostly acidic or mostly alkaline. If you want to learn about what this pH even means, you've been hearing pH, and all about all these amazing products that are pH balanced. So if you want to know what it actually means and how to become pH balanced, and also if you are the type of person that is keen to just get down to business and wants to know a couple of tips, to become more alkaline, so this video is right here for you. So you've heard about pH, it's all over TV, we have this most amazing product and it's perfectly pH balanced, but the key word is actually the balance. And so that's what I want to talk to you about. And the balance, every single thing in the world is all about creating balance. Everything in life is all about creating balance. And your body, in this case, is really no exception. So a perfect example would be your body temperature. We know it's 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and our body's constantly fighting to try and keep that balance. There's a tiny little degree that it goes either way. For example, you get too cold and the temperature drops, you can get hypothermia, and it is very, very dangerous. If your temperature goes up, you can get fever or hypothermia, which is also incredibly dangerous, and you can actually read about people dying from that. But there is a balance within your body that is even more important, more essential, and much more delicate, and it's called the pH balance. And you are really going to want to know why it is so essential. No disease, no yeast, no sickness, and no cancer can develop, live, thrive, or grow in an alkaline, oxygen-rich, pH-balanced environment within your body. I have a really cool thing to read to you from Dr. Douglas Graham from the 80-10-10 diet, and he said in his book that cancer researchers have demonstrated that when cells in a petri dish are bathed in an appropriate nutritive environment and the toxic waste products of their metabolism are efficiently removed, healthy cells result. To date, it has not been possible to cause cancer in these healthy cells, no matter which carcinogens they're briefly exposed to. But isn't it incredible that you can be completely immune no matter what happens around you? You can be in a tube, absolutely chock-packed full of people, coughing in your face. You can be in an office where every single person is sick, or you can have some kind of awareness of your gene predisposition that tells you that you're more prone to certain disease than others. And you're probably going to want to know where you are on this pH scale. Well, first of all, you're going to want to know that there is a scale, and it goes from 1 to 14. 1 is when you're mostly acidic. In fact, the body that's 100% acidic is dead. You're not going to meet a live person that is that end of the scale. At 14, it's mostly alkaline. At 7, it's neutral. Where you actually want to be is 7.36. That's a really key number, guys, for you to remember. So 7.36, you want to be in a just slightly more alkaline state. And then how do you actually find out if you're there or if you're mostly acidic? Well, I have a couple of questions to ask you. So if while you're just sitting there and watching, count up on your fingers how many times you actually say yes. Do you live in the city? Do you have a really stressful job? Do you ever argue with your spouse? Are you easily irritable and worry a lot? Do you spend most of your time indoors, and out away from the sun? Do you ever take antibiotics? Do you eat tuna sandwiches? And do you eat them while drinking at the same time, even if it's just water? Do you drink coffee? Do you drink black tea with milk? Black tea with milk and sugar? Do you drink alcohol? Wine? What about fizzy drinks? Do you get skin irritations? You know, anything, any kind of rashes that come up? Are you struggling to lose weight even if you're doing lots and lots of exercise at the same time? Or maybe you're struggling to gain weight. And do you ever get migraines? Do you get sick at every change of season? If you said yes on your hands to at least 3 of those questions, you know, the chances are you're probably more acidic than you are alkaline. And if you want more confirmation, if you actually want to know exactly where you are, you know, get yourself down to the nearest chemist, get yourself some litmus paper, run it under your urine stream, pee on it, and then see the color change. You know, every single pack of litmus paper is going to come with a color chart on the back, so see where you are on that color chart, and it will determine where you sit on the pH scale. So, but isn't that interesting how it's not all about the food? You know, I've listed those questions and only a few of them were really about the food. So much has to do with your lifestyle. And, you know, perhaps the foods like the tuna, like the pork, you know, the aged cheese, like especially blue vein cheese, you know, blue vein is just mold. You know, those kind of things, I mean, they do cause a lot of acidity, but then perhaps it's your gene structure. And it's something that's even more important than your genes is your lifestyle and how you're living your life. And you may have heard this expression that genes load the gun, but it is your lifestyle that pulls the trigger. So can you see how important it is to be more alkaline? You know, and don't you just want to feel good? Just want to feel vibrant and alive and full of energy? And don't you just want to have loads of energy to play with your children, to do lots of stuff with them and not get exhausted before they do? You know, don't you want to have that inner peace and loads of joy that you radiate and make other people just want to be around you? Don't you want to have that clarity and the focus where you finish your work really early and you have that extra time for your hobbies and, you know, for the people that you actually earn the money for in an office? So I want to show you, and I want to, you know, finish this video with just a couple of go-to tips that you can get started with straight away, so that you don't have to be there. You can live a much freer, much more vibrant, much more exciting and energy-packed and happier life. And my very first tip would be to just stop worrying so much. I mean, everything is so simple, and you know, when you get to know me, you're going to realize that things are very simple, and my strategies are really simple, and they're very, very doable. So something that I do the moment I get anxious, you know, we all get anxious and we all worry, is I have this little question that pops up every time, and it's, what if it didn't matter anymore? What if it no longer mattered? Just remember that question every time you get a little bit worried. What if it no longer mattered? Isn't that just so freeing, so liberating? The second tip would be to, you know, add something really good into your system. So rather than freaking out and worrying about or really kicking yourself for having that packet of crisps before dinner, which was really unnecessary, you know, be proud of yourself. Be really happy that you've added something in, and make that something green. Make it either a green juice, a green smoothie, or a green powder mixed in water. You know, something you can have on the go, you can have with you all the time, anywhere you are. And then see how you feel. Literally, in my life, all of those years ago, when I just started coming onto the raw food diet, I didn't even realize where I was going, but all I changed, I actually didn't even change it, just added on the green smoothie, the green juice, every single morning. And the changes I saw happened so rapidly, happened so instantly, and they were really incredible. I mean, first of all, you know, everybody has their thing. My thing was always around here, and it was the weight. And, you know, I saw the disappearing straight away. You know what's interesting? Your body stores fats, and your body like retains fluids to protect itself from all the acids that keep coming in into your body. So the moment you're actually putting alkalizing things in, the acids just start going on their own. You don't need to worry about them going. So add in the alkalizing things. Another thing that happened is, because I was having something really good every single morning, all of a sudden, you know, at lunch I was making different decisions. I started off my day so good, my cravings began to change, everything began to, you know, my awareness began to change so much that suddenly I was like, I don't want that sandwich anymore. I just found all this appreciation for green, vibrant, colorful, beautiful salad, and it tasted so good, and it just made me want to have more. I used to be such a picky eater. I mean, as a child, I could not have a single herb in my salad. My mum had to chop up all the vegetables and have a different dinner for every single person, you know, but the moment I started adding parsley into my juice, and my body started recognizing how much it missed it and how much it needs it, I just started to crave parsley and started to add it to dinners. And then, you know, you are living in this healthy mindset. You want to naturally make healthier choices. So suddenly you want to exercise. You have this extra energy. And, you know, I was like, what do I do with the extra energy? So I took up running and I started running. But the things that are most noticeable and the most amazing, they happen really deep within you. And for me, it was my intuition. Everything became so clear and it felt so good. And the moment I came to a point where I was like, what do? I need to make a decision straight away. There was no contemplating, you know, it was just so onto it. And this kind of stuff all happens when you feel cleansed and when you make the tiniest little changes. So I really encourage you to do that. Put the two together, don't worry so much, and add on, you know, your green drinks, and just go for it and see how you feel. I'll be doing the same.